The Polish army recently received its first 15 Borsuk IFVs, or infantry fighting vehicles. Borsuk is the Polish word for badger. The delivery ceremony took place on December 4, 2025 at Poland's Huta Stalowa Wola, or HSW plant, and was attended by the country's defense minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz. So in today's video, let's take a look at this latest development and what the Borsuk is all about. According to Polskie Radio, the handover is part of a contract signed earlier in 2025 between the Polish military's armaments agency and the Stalowa Wola company. Under the deal, the factory will build 111 vehicles. Thus, deliveries will continue in 2026 and ramp up to dozens produced per year through 2029. OvertDefense.com states that under a 2023 framework agreement, the Borsuk program could eventually include up to 1,400 tracked vehicles of various types. The contract has a gross value of more than 6.5 billion Polish zloty, around 1.5 billion euros, and includes training and logistics. Defense24.com states that the vehicles will be delivered in the basic variant of the infantry fighting vehicle, with a 3-person crew and a troop compartment that can accommodate 6 soldiers. The vehicles will be equipped with the ZSSW-30 unmanned turret system developed by the HSW and WB Group consortium. The website adds that the Borsuks are capable of overcoming water obstacles in an amphibious setting. This is thanks to 2 water jets with rotating nozzles. And so, what is known about the Borsuk? It's a modern, amphibious tracked vehicle designed to transport and protect infantry with protection against small arms fire and anti-tank grenades. Its armament includes a 30mm Bushmaster cannon, a twin-spike anti-tank missile launcher, and a machine gun mounted on the remotely operated ZSSW-30 turret system. Another Defense24 article reports that the Borsuk IFV's combat-ready weight is 28 tons and is driven by a 720 horsepower MTU 8V199 T20 diesel engine. This allows the platform to attain a top speed of up to 65 km per hour on hardened surfaces. Defense Express, citing official statements, says that the Borsuk features armor protection rated at Stanag 4569 level 4 on the front and level 3 on the sides and rear. This will provide protection against large caliber 14.5mm rounds at the front and armor-piercing 7.62mm rounds on the sides and rear. Intended to replace the Soviet-era BWP-1 IFV with the Polish Armed Forces, ArmyTechnology.com states that HSW commenced the development of the Borsuk in 2014. The program was partially funded by the National Center for Research and Development, and a full-scale model of the IFV was presented at a defense exhibition in September 2018. A prototype equipped with the ZSSW-30 remote weapon turret was showcased at the same Polish defense exhibition a year later, in September 2019. And so, it's pretty exciting times for Poland's domestic defense industry, developing platforms of its own as well as domestic variants of South Korean platforms. A number of naval vessels are also under development. The Borsuk as a tracked infantry fighting vehicle is vaguely similar to platforms like the CV-90, Ascod and Bradley fighting vehicle. By introducing this developed in Poland solution into the Polish forces, the country not only replaces obsolete Soviet hardware but also supports its sovereign defense industry. Overt Defense reports that Polish leaders also aim to promote the Borsuk abroad as an export product, a platform which could prove to be a similarly capable alternative against the existing competition. Unfortunately, it's said that this Polish IFV costs 16 million euros per unit, which is more expensive than all other European counterparts. Defense Express states that the Spanish Ascod costs only 8.8 to 9.2 million euros, while the Rheinmetall Lynx is priced at 10 to 12 million euros. We would assume that pricing is not set in stone and larger orders would allow for attractive discounts. But larger orders would have another roadblock. Indeed, another downside to the Borsuk is that its production rate is very low. Defense Express reports that only around 100 vehicles will be produced over 3 years, and this is in sharp contrast to platforms like the CV-90, which is scaling up to 250 and then 350 units per year. Of course, if Poland attracts some customers with big orders, maybe we'll see it scaling up production to meet demand while being able to drive down production cost. But what do you think of the Borsuk and its potential? Let us know by leaving a comment.